All right, and we are here with another commentary, fresh off the PCB. My main man, Germinator.
What's going on?
So, yeah, we're gonna forego the deep introductions, the deep dives, the mechanics, because this is Battle Garegga that we're looking at today. Everybody knows Battle Garegga. Everybody loves it. Everybody wants to clear it, but not everybody has cleared it, except for this guy right here.
Yeah, I'm very excited to. So the idea of this was that I wanted to get my clear audited, for lack of a better word. I wanted Chinop to go through and kind of pick through, if not mistakes, like questionable decisions and just like choices that I made along the way, and I could kind of reflect on, conscious decisions that I made and unconscious maybe mistakes and whatnot, and then just see where those two things line up. And along the way, I will become a better Garegga player, and along the way, we'll probably find some funny moments where things just happen for no reason at all.
Oh yeah, it's always fun watching Garegga replays talking about them, because every one of them is different. This is not a game where you can just do the same thing every time and have the same thing happen every time, unless you're on a very, very high level, but that's no fun. First clear Garegga replays, it's like every one of them is just so totally different. And to me, that's what makes this game so great, is there's so many ways to approach it. There's so many like things that can happen, things that you have to do on the fly. Like there's some things that we'll see in this. This isn't a reaction. This is I actually have watched the replay, and it's a good one. But it's just an excuse to talk about Battle Garegga, which is always a good time. So
yeah.
So yeah, I guess real quick, what led you here on this day, in this moment?
So day of, I'll Stephen King in a little bit. Day of the clear, I happen to have a bit of downtime at work, and I've been just like compulsively playing this game anytime that I have like the mental acuity to know that if I sit in front of a controller, there's a chance I'm gonna clear. And so on this particular day, I did some like Blackheart practice, some glow squid practice, and then I just started streaming. I did 2 runs, and the second one cleared.
That's awesome. Yeah, you were hitting it hard
Garegga,
the past couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been 2 months since on this most recent grind,
really?
But like Battle Garegga for me though started.
I was going to ask about
like
that
a year ago.
Yeah, the ill-fated first attempt where you bit off a little bit more than you could chew.
Yeah, I thought like, because that was just a classic blunder, if you will, where I just got like big for my britches. I did the stasis clear in Blue Revolver, and like nobody had one of those, and I was just like, man, if I can do this, like I can do anything. I couldn't do anything. I jumped into Battle Garegga, and I picked the coolest looking ship, which is Silver Sword, or I think Shatterstar, Silver Sword ABC.
Yeah, that will be that's the top left ship here on this select screen. That is the iconic ship, the ship you see on the cover of everything. This is the ship that's a reference to the Battle Garegga ship. It is the iconic for at least like the artwork ship.
And it's kind of gutter trash. So like,
yeah, it's the third worst ship in the game. And there's some power gaps there.
It has a cool bomb though. It's got a really cool bomb, and
it's cool looking. I guess.
Yeah, and it's the rolling gunner bomb, but like I was playing that, and
the gun frontier bomb.
Oh yeah, I guess true. But I couldn't even like during that push, I couldn't even break out of mid like stage 4.
Yeah.
And there was just something about the game. It's not that it wasn't clicking with me, it's that I refused to kind of change up my methodology, and you can't exactly practice Battle Garegga like you can the other shmups that I had tackled up to that point.
No, you can't you can't memo.
And I was just playing it raw too. I didn't have any of the like the MAME gadgets and none of the plugins or anything like that. So it was a pretty I goofed up. So I've said it a couple times. I crashed out so hard I made a 2-part video series.
I remember that.
and so you can call this that we're doing right now the germination cycle, like part 3. The circle closes.
You blossom into a beautiful flower.
and I ended up just like having to drop the game altogether. And that's like Battle Garegga is the only shmup that I started that I wanted to clear that I had to give up on ever. Every other shmup that I've started and I got bit by the bug, I beat.
I did that. For me, that happened to me exactly one time. It was Gunbird 2. I went into it way too early. Thought I was going to clear with Morgan on the Dreamcast version. It did not happen. It was not going to happen, and it did not happen. I came back like a year later, used the MAME version, and took it out. So yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah, and so I took a break from shmups for a bit, and then beat like Gunvein. I came back, and I was like, man, I actually love shmups. But then like a year passed, and I not that I've been off and on with shmups, but like compared to where I was at when I was on like my hot streak going through from like Blue Revolver to like Crimson Clover, I haven't been going for a lot of like hard clears until I set up like Xenia and I played Futari, and then Octane and I did the side-by-side clear with comparing our Futari runs, and I had so much fun with that. And then I hopped on board with you doing the Mars Matrix clear, and we did like the side-by-side commentary for Mars Matrix, and I was just like, man, that was just like so much fun. And so I've been having and like random shmup year of the month has also kind of been a great outlet for me because I've just gotten to try a lot of new shmups, but I haven't gotten a ton of clears. And then getting like bit by the clear bug again, I saw that I think Mimo was talking about Garegga, and I was like, I want to do Garegga. I know that enough time has passed and I've kind of matured on it, but I didn't have the same kind of goal that I had for when I first wanted to play Garegga, which was just like, I'm just going to beat Garegga with Silver Sword. What I wanted to do was just get further in Garegga, and if I could have one huge like overarching title to this, it's that you shouldn't play Garegga for the clear, you should play Garegga to get further.
Yes,
in Garegga.
I agree.
That is the objective
I
best
100%
way
agree.
to beat this game. And
although that being said,
sorry,
go ahead. I'll come back to that.
Oh, just as long as you are pushing to get further, you can like find the questions and failures and see the light at the end of the tunnel when it seems like it's kind of insurmountable. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say you were tempted. You were tempted a little bit at the beginning of this. I remember. You didn't go with the bat at first, or you weren't sold on the bat 100% at first.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so but that was also really helpful because so I started with Grasshopper.
That is the top row second ship.
So Grasshopper now coming back is the coolest design ship. Like,
yeah, it's
he's
awesome.
So sweet. And it has I think one of the most fun bombs or special weapons.
Oh no, it is a lot of fun to use, but there's some caveats there.
And its shot being so straight and being so reliant on options for any kind of horizontal coverage at all, I actually learned a ton about the stages with Grasshopper. It made me start to actually consider my alignment a lot. And from the ashes of realizing, okay, time to drop Grasshopper, because like I broke through stage 5 once. I will say beating stage 5 in Garegga felt better than beating Garegga in the end.
I mean, if you were playing, if this was Batrider or Backgrade, that'd be the end of normal course. Huh?
Stage 5?
Yeah, that would be normal course would end at Blackheart 1.
I think stage 5 is like the most natural first stopping point.
Oh yeah, it feels like it really does feel like it.
And so like I was pushing with Grasshopper. Well, although it was Diving Fox, is Grasshopper ABC,
of course.
Which also beautiful blue color. Love the color of the shots. The stark silver. It's just cool. Also, sidebar, this game's so good. I was talking trash that like I was like I didn't have fun. Of course, I had so much fun. This game's amazing. But I got to the point where I was like, let's try Wild Snail. Let's see what happens. And I just steamrolled the game. And I was like, oh, wait, I've just got to drop the training weights real quick. So I pivoted over to Grasshopper to Wild Snail or Golden Bat, I guess, Grasshopper ABC.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's only like what 20 some odd ships or something in this game. Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
But yeah, so like once I switched over to Golden Bat, I realized that like, oh man, the end is not so insurmountable now. I have learned what I need to learn. I have the foundation now to start pushing, because there's and we were saying we're not going to go on a huge deep dive at the front, but I have to bring up a couple.
Well, it's Garegga, you know. There's it's everything with Garegga has tons of baggage.
But stop it, James, you gotta go. Sorry, my dog's barking too much. He always barks right when the commentary starts. No, so Grasshopper taught me like how important alignment is and actually started to teach me the stages. And Wild Snail taught me how much I could. One sec, let me.
Yeah, I'll pause it real quick.
Okay, so I started getting like the alignment, and switching over to Golden Bat, I realized how much I could actually forego, and it opened my eyes to like how Garegga wants you, like the take what you need mentality of Garegga. I like started to get my head around that. And then like the push from breaking, like I see like stage 1 through 5 as one game, stage 6 as kind of a sub game, and then stage 7 as a sub game.
Yep.
Specifically Blackheart 2, Glow Squid, and Glow Squid 2. Like those are, you know, their own game in and of themselves. But like once I was at the point where I was pushing runs that could reach that point, I could actually set, what do they call? Are they belays or whatever? When you're like
pitons?
Climbing. Pitons, thank you. A belays is like how you actually get someone to pull you up and down. Pitons, yeah. So like once I had that point where I was like, okay, I need to separate. These are the runs that I'm doing overall, and then this is the practice that I'm doing to actually win the game. And once I could set that, I had a really hard save state set for stage 7, where I had like 40-something% rank, 1 life, and I was on the cusp of an extend. And that is always what I practiced against. And that, in the end, that ended up being super helpful.
Yeah. I will say, just a quick callback to Grasshopper. This run we are about to watch, you would not have cleared it with Grasshopper. I can tell you, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was a little loosey-goosey on the options with this one. But
you spent you spent a good bit of time doing live runs to Blackheart.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
you were getting screwed too.
Dude, did you see some of the clips that I sent? They were just absolutely savage. But like, I did what I would consider to be like a proper battle against Battle Garegga, because I think I died in damn near every single way you can die in this game, including a unique one on this last run. I got a new death. Yeah, I have a new death that has never been recorded in Battle Garegga.
It was actually impressive. I was impressed when I saw that. Like that was awesome.
so like, I guess I don't know if the overall, like, not to just keep extending before we started on. The overall is like, if anybody is coming in and they're trying to approach Battle Garegga, don't go for the win, just go for the progress. Stage 1 through 5 is its own game. Be proud of yourself that you can accomplish that. And then anything beyond that, like, know that you're starting a second, like, story. It's like second loop, it's its own thing. And just having like a really healthy mindset and be ready to die a lot, you know.
Yeah, and never give up on your runs in this game.
No,
never know what
that's
happens.
Also a great thing. There were runs where I died, like I lost my second life at the start of like stage 2, and they ended at like Chunky Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a good game to not have restart syndrome on. Like it's so good, because you're like, okay, well then now, and if I get an extend and I get 1 death, I'm gonna be at 0% rank until Deep Stage 4. Awesome.
In this run we're about to watch, I mean, there's a couple of times where if you hadn't died, you very well may not have cleared. Like, you just don't know. There's so many factors to play in this game.
It's so good, and we can cover that as we kind of go along.
Yep.
But I think we've rambled enough. Let's start the audit.
Some real quick, just, you know, technical things. This is on MAME. This is in fact harder than the PS4 in a lot of ways, in that, you know, you don't have the colorful bullets. There is, in fact, more input delay than on PS4. I have felt it. It is noticeable.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's at least a couple frames, if not 3 frames more than on PS4. Like, I feel it when I play on main. So, yeah, you're playing with even more training weights. These gadgets are extremely helpful. There are some lesser... I actually used some gadgets that didn't have this nice graphic. But that helps a lot with these special formations, you know, rank, frame rank percentage, boss health, all that kind of stuff. It makes a big difference. But
and it is funny.
I would say that you don't have the health thing for
gadgets,
the
like boss health isn't accurate.
Yeah.
For the stage 3 extend.
Yes, you have that on PS4. You don't have that on here. That gets hard.
And you don't get health for Glow Squid 2.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that.
Yep. So you have to just you
God,
go into the light.
That's terrifying. I believe PS4 emulation is getting to the point where it's playable, but I have not tested this myself. It will.
I hear good things.
Yeah, it will. Before too long, that will be an option for you to legally purchase and dump your own copy of Battle Garegga.
Your own Korean copy.
Yeah, your own Korean copy of Battle Garegga, and play on your backup of your PlayStation 4 on your computer. All right, that's enough tomfoolery. Let's get into the replay. Right. Oh, also the PS4 version has the music buff, which is huge. Not that the music is bad; the music is fantastic. But man, being able to mix up those 4 different soundtracks as you're playing is just it's so good. Okay, all right, ready?
Yeah, run it.
All right, so yeah, you are playing Golden Bat. ABC Wild Snail has the smaller hitbox and the higher movement speed. Golden Bat is, it is without a doubt the best ship. I don't like it as much as Gain. That's more personal preference. The thing is, it's a little bit slow for me, and the bomb. I don't like the bomb. The shot is just like unparalleled in how much damage it can do, except for Grasshoppers. It's the second strongest shot. Grasshoppers.
And so for Grasshopper though, and not that this is about Grasshopper, but like for Grasshopper, you have to reach weapon level 5 for it to outclass Bat though, right?
I think it 4. I can't remember how much damage it does. But the thing is the Grasshopper is very narrow. With Bat, you have this nice spread. I got some questions about your power level things. We'll get to that. I see you chose to play no options for the first couple stages, I think, and then of course you're missing the small power-ups to get the big power-ups. Did you ever think about scoring on Nose Laughing at all, or did you just want to just get out of there?
I considered it, and I did it on Grasshopper.
That's
but
so funny how fast it dies.
I considered it, and I did do scoring on Grasshopper, but it got to the point where once you only see the game as Blackheart,
yeah,
stage 1 is just it wasn't worth it.
You're only getting a couple 100,000 points at best anyway. It's not really worth it. However, I will say that I find it much more reliable to have your first SD on Nose Laughing here rather than where you.
I've been doing that for whatever reason. My finger was just stuck on the trigger.
Oh yeah,
and if you notice, right as he dies, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, you started to move up a little bit. Yeah, that's where you want to do, because generally either that or like right here, you got a little bit lucky for this first part. So yeah, this is the usual thing. Now what you can do, were you aware of the medals from this blimp right here?
Yes, to shoot the left and right side.
Yes.
So let me tell you my intention, and you can audit this real quick.
Yes, okay.
I have seen a technique that involves lightly damaging the ship, suiciding into it, collecting medals, and you can raise your medal level like 4 here.
That is very difficult to do.
Now, I'm not one to say that I'll try anything, but I'll try anything once. So this is with no knowledge of how to properly pull that up, and I just didn't do it right.
Oh, I just noticed something. Hold up, in the background. Is that our boy back there? Right here in the middle?
Yeah, Blackheart.
Oh, that's so awesome. And those are the ships from Stage 5 back there, too. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, that's so cool. God, this game's so good. I actually never knew. I knew there were ships in the background. I didn't notice Blackheart there. Okay, so yeah, you kind of didn't make it all the way up to the ship. You do want to directly fly into the ship because if you do that, it gets a little bit easier to get the medals, I think. But okay, here we're gonna frame by frame what happens here because so you're kind of screwed here because those 2 medals, you got a 7-10 split. You can't get both.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I saw both of these falling. And I looked at my next item, so I started shooting instead.
Okay, so I didn't even notice, but if you look at the very top of the screen behind Plateau, that is what saved your metal chain. Yeah, because if you look, like, you grab the 1, that metal pops up off the top of the screen. So at this point, your metal chain, it looks like it's gone. And then from heaven, falling back down, grabbing that big power, and then there's your metal chain. That right there was just hilarious to me. That was really good.
And one of the reasons I end up not grabbing options this early in the game is because it's easier to medal without options.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I'm so used to playing Gain, and Gain is kind of relying on options too that I just like grabbing. Okay. Then you had a very, very good birds right here. It's a little RNG, but you got a pretty good one. I would say, actually that's actually a really good birds because like with Gain, who is the best at birds, I can get up to like 2 million, 2.2, something like that. But 1.7 is really good.
Pros and cons there though. I ended up destroying 2 of the buildings. That you can get the extra, like the metal that I get from killing the tank while it's running over the building here. I blew up both of the buildings while bombing. Yeah, preemptively. So
that's not a big deal though. Okay, so now you're at shot level 3. Okay, I have to ask this: is this where you wanted to be shot level wise?
Shot level 3?
Yes.
I don't. Sort of, because I wanted a little bit more wide coverage instead of grabbing medals.
Yeah, I understand that.
Or not instead of grabbing medals. But for this is kind of a soft decision where it just felt like it was enough, but there's not a full logic to it.
Okay, I say this because there is 0 rank difference between shot level 3 and 4.
Really?
So there's no advantage in staying in shot level 3 than over level 4. Level 5 and special are where the rank increases happen.
Lol. All right, yeah, then I made a lot of this game harder.
I was wondering. I was like, okay. I was like, because I think you do grab it, but then you lose it, and then you never get it back. And I was like, okay, maybe he just hasn't had a good opportunity. Because I mean, it is a good idea to grab the big medals instead of the small ones at first, just to save yourself a little rank. It's really not that much of a rank difference. I always grab like 1 small power up, and then that's how I do it. I grab 1 or 2. I get to like level 2 shot with smalls, and then only grab bigs. So at this point, I'm at rank 4 or shot level 4.
Okay, I have done stage 1 through 4 on power level 1.
Oh man, but yeah, there's look, I believe it is no difference at all between go to Shmups Wiki and check out Garegga Advanced Rank. It has got tons and tons of information. Okay, there is literally no difference in rank between shots level 1 through 4 for Golden Bat. So there is 0 tactical advantage for being anything below 4.
Classic. But yeah, I do the seal.
Yeah, you did this
very tank.
It's very easy to drop a chain here. And I noticed you cut it a little close with that tank zooming in, but I always do the same thing. That's just how it goes.
You want to know? Okay, but here's me being smart, right? Okay. So I noticed I have my leftmost option, so I pick the left column of lanes. So I start on the right. Remember, I have my left switch over to the left, so that's going off screen, and I don't accidentally knock out the right side. These are the kinds of decisions that win Garegga.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this is a fun little tappy section. You got a little tap happy though. You can start a little bit further over and extend the screen a little bit more, but you did just fine here. Yeah, those things they give you nice lanes with how they shoot. So you can grab the medals. Yeah, got your metal chain going.
And yeah, hitting. This is, in my opinion, I didn't do a ton of resets, but like hitting metal 10k medals before Mad Ball, always a good feeling.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested to. That was confidence. I'm interested to know how I did on Madball 2 or Madball here for scoring.
Let's see. So you're 8.5. You got about 500,000. That's about as good as you could ask for. It's been so long since I've actually done. I want to say that the way I would normally do it is it's very particular. You did good. I would say that that's perfectly fine, if not like up better than average for just a clear. What I usually do is I wait for the second pattern, because then you, okay, so yeah, you did miss out on a few 100,000 points, because if you'll notice, anything above around the words is invincible. It can't be damaged. Mm-hmm. So if you wait until after its second shot, then whenever it will move down, and then I will SD as soon as it starts to open up, or as it just starts to close. Basically, after it does its second attack, it will start to move down, and then you can SD and run up and bomb, and then I'll squeeze you out a couple 100,000 extra points. So, okay. So this is more safe, and you honestly did just fine. Getting 500,000 is you may be able to get 700,000-800,000 if you did it perfectly, but it can be annoying because sometimes it'll sit up top. But yeah, with the way it spun, it worked out good. And then this always feels rank. Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's such a nice feeling section whenever you get the bombs. I will say
normally when I want options.
I will say also, by sitting at shot level 3 rather than 4, whenever you lose a power like that, so you would be at shot level 3 at this point, but still have a little bit of a wide shot.
I had to think here. I had to stop.
Yes,
and then
yeah. Don't grab too many. Make sure you don't lose your chain. I generally don't like any chaining at all, but the metal chaining is just very satisfying in this game. It's difficult. I mean, it pushes you, but it's done. It's logical in how it works. And I remember the first time when I started. Oh man, yeah, yeah. This is where the game. This is where a lot of people will kind of hit their first wall. This is where I got walled the first time when I started running. It took me a while to get used to it. This is really where you got to kind of get used to what the game is, how it plays. You grabbed homing there.
Search there.
Or search. Yeah, I'm sure that was on purpose.
I'm just seeking out a second option because of how I handle the stage 3 extend.
Yeah.
I've seen people do this a different way. I disagree with it.
Okay.
Because this is how I can do it without knowing the boss health.
I see. See, what I do is, you've probably seen how I do it, where I fly up on top and kind of seal the boss, and then kill both sides of the same.
The rotating turret, yeah.
That's dangerous, too, because if you seal the turret whenever it starts shooting, you get a rank increase for every time it would shoot, and it can jack your rank up by like 3-4%. So this is a... Oh, that's another thing I was going to ask. Why were you avoiding all the bomb fragments here?
Huh? Oh, because I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting the right amount of shots on the tank. It's just because I can't see the health value.
Okay, so
you're just to me.
You're just fully focused on the tank. You're not like consciously avoiding the fragments. Yep. See, like right here, I'd be all up in this frag. So I'm always slurping up fragments whenever I'm.
No, I'm not too keen. I really want the extend. So here, pause it though.
Yep.
Do you die twice here and get extend, or do you? How do you handle this?
Die twice? No, I would only die once.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
No,
I was trying to make the decision on.
That's just kind of like a whatever. I mean, let's see, how much rank do you lose? No, dying twice here would be bad because look, notice your rank, it drops to 0.
5%. Yeah. Okay.
It'd be a complete waste to die again. So that was the right decision. Yeah, this is all I when I was watching this, I'm like, I see you, like, I could see you right there, your options twitch. I could see you push. And you have the input display. I could see you just push back against the back of the screen, just like wanting more room, making sure it dies.
I don't play too fancy here. I didn't want to try to grab a bunch of medals. This is me misunderstanding the power level rank issue. Obviously, I could have that shot.
Yeah, because you're level 2 right now, I think. It's fine. Fortunately, this ship is very strong. It has the piercing shot. Yeah, that's right. Grasshopper doesn't get the piercing shot until like level 3, I believe. Something like that. But with options. So you're basically playing Grasshopper Light at this point, but with higher rank. No, good job handling those. I like to move up and shoot backwards, but that can be it's not necessary. Yep, good job taking out the side shots before taking out, because as soon as you take out the 3 middle turrets, the rest of the boss activates, basically. Exactly how you want to approach it. And then this is actually, it looks scary, but this one's super fun in my opinion to fight. You just kind of sit in the middle and tap back and forth. You can kill those little side things for a few thousand extra points.
This is when I started really thinking about like little tick points here and there, and like hoping that it would add up to being a little more than like not a full extend, but maybe that thing that pushes me over to an extend at some point later in the run. So I really started thinking about those.
See, also here it looks like you're like purposely avoiding the bomb fragments, and I was really wondering, like, are you trying to like keep your rank that low? And I guess you just weren't thinking about it.
So here I'm playing enemy control, and then you notice I do a big scoop here.
Yeah. Yep, and then take out the pipes.
Yep. But I'm just very concerned with enemy control at the start of stage 6 or stage 4. I mean,
I guess for me,
not,
it just
not so much rank control.
It just comes with being more familiar with the game. Like I'm doing all that while also focusing on getting all the bomb fragments. But that just comes with familiarity.
But also, I got pretty good at the big bomb grabs later in the stage.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, so that was probably that did not look like it was on purpose.
No, not at all.
Okay, I didn't think it was. I went back and watched this. That little sliver bullet right there. You just flew straight into it, and it's like impossible to see. If you were playing on PS4, you probably would have not got hit by that.
But it's good for my rank, and
it actually worked out because you were about to hit 4 lives, and that would probably not have been very helpful for you. So that
I should have waited for this bomb here.
Yes, you should have waited for this one, and you should have waited for the next one. But you got some medals out of it. See, what I would do is I would kill that one, and then wait for that one to come out a little bit, and then bomb like right here, so you can make sure to kill them. Because let's look at that again. Okay, so right here's when I would bomb, but you just went for it. Yeah, you just sneak on by, just sneak on through. Then you weren't done either. Just sneak on back. Why not? That's how we do in this game. And then you have this tank just stuck shooting at you.
Yeah, I should have flipped my options backwards here real quick.
It's really hard to do in the moment. Like, but you gotta. Oh, that was a good bomb.
Yep,
okay, that was a good bomb.
Frame invul.
Oh man, because the bombs are not instant invuln, so you pop that, you saw it coming. Okay, and yeah, you can kind of sit in the middle there if it's just the ships and they don't bother you. But yeah, that was very, very sus. Okay, here. Okay, I think you got a little bit greedy.
I'm so sad about this.
Yeah, I think you got a little bit greedy here, in that you wanted the medal, but you did not get the medal.
Yeah.
But you did. You made the best of it, and that you ended up getting what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that last one was against the ball. You didn't really have to. Yeah, it worked out. And now you can fully focus on the game itself rather than medal chaining.
I would call this a strong start.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the rank before you died there. 4.2. Okay, so it was a little bit. That's kind of like, I believe it does what, 4.9 or 5 or 0.2. Yeah. So it was like a tiny bit of rank wasted, but that's like you're just quibbling at that point. And you were about to get another extend too, so that's kind of like an either or. It probably worked out for the best that you died there, as far as rank goes. You were keeping it low.
Oh yeah, we played low rank for sure. Man, I feel silly. I could have sworn I knew there, because I have a lot of. I know a lot about the game now. Like, obviously, this is like an impenetrably deep game at some points, but like, I've studied about it so much. I've read the whole Systems 11, not just like the main guide, but like the comments on the guides. I've watched so many videos about the game, and so I have like this pretty solid theoretical knowledge of the game. But all of that can go to the wind when you're in a run,
Yep. I will say having the level 2 shot made it a lot easier to get the big bombs. So we can.
It straightened him up. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can go with that. You were carrying the spirit of Grasshopper in this run.
it was also at this point that I think I realized I didn't have my metal chain anymore. Like, I saw it happen, but then this is when I was like, oh, okay, we're just playing now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I will say, too, if you do end up wanting to continue your metal chain, you can bomb right here and just grab what you can out of the rails and then keep your metal chain on the little hut on the side. This is the only place that I will do that on the rails. Actually trying to collect the rails properly is a fool's errand. But yeah, you can double up on the little huts and just get some extra free bombs.
okay.
This is a... Go ahead.
Oh, I love how I handle this boss. I've seen people
Yeah.
use bombs here to like quick
No,
kill and
it's
stuff
not-
like that, but I
it's not
found
necessary at all.
the aggressive jump rope is the way to do it.
Yeah, it's set up in a way that's like actually really fun to dodge. This is a very, very fun boss to dismantle and score on. I usually don't like doing stuff like that, but then this boss has so many parts, so many different phases that it's a lot of fun.
But Golden Bat kills it.
Oh
so.
yeah, you just know. All right, and this is the highlight of the run. Okay, so What was your approach for this? Like, what was your thought process? Just
For
not
stage
killing.
5 or just how?
No,
okay.
this section right here.
This is when I take a drink break.
Okay, so that's kind of what I thought. You were actually taking a rest. I've never really, I never saw any reason not to kill these things. Bullets are not, dense enough to really be a bother.
I mean, yeah, it saves a little bit of rank. If I was metal chaining, if I still had the chain alive, I would be killing these guys.
Okay.
Aiming for a few extra medals, but their point value is negligible.
Yeah.
And I had a tasty lemonade on deck, so I just took the opportunity.
Fortunately, you did that.
Yeah, this is so. This is my gift back to the community. This death.
Long section too. It is a good break time. All right, going to fight. I was not I actually had to go back and watch this a couple times because I didn't know what happened. Like, how did you just blow up behind the thing? At first, I thought the bomb came out behind it because it just happened. Because I'm not looking at the ship. I'm sure you're not looking at that ship either. You're looking at the big blimp ahead, the carrier. Yeah. You're fully focused on the carrier. You're like, all right, this thing's past me. That dude's like, nope.
Bomb
drops
deployed.
his bomb. Boom! Oh my god. Well, okay,
It's so good.
What did you even realize what happened whenever you died there? Like,
so I thought the same thing had happened where it dropped the bomb and then somehow one of the projectiles hit.
Yeah.
But I was laughing out loud, like actually just having a good giggle, and it just lightened my mood for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
I was so serious leading into it, and I was just like, oh, come on. I always
that's
play for homing here
wild.
because I like the score.
All right. So yeah, at this point, picked up your free homing, as you do. Now at this point, you got to be worried about overcapping on bombs because getting too many fragments whenever you're maxed out will kill your rank. You definitely don't want that.
And you'll notice I actually keep a little small buffer. I leave space for 2 just in case I have to do some spicy dodging up on the section where they bring in 2 blimps and I accidentally grab some.
Okay,
so that's kind of my thought here.
And you did only want 3 options?
Yeah.
Okay. I just crank it up at this point. Still only at shot level 2. Okay, now we're at 3.
Yeah.
And you never really passed this. I think at one point you do, but then you never.
I don't think I reach 4 again until maybe Glow Squid.
No, I don't think you did. At this point, I'm grabbing shot level special just because I play super aggressive, and no more deaths for me from this point on. You like that right there? That hurts me. Letting that big shot power go. It's not all bad, and I will tell you why whenever we get later on. Actually, I think this is shot level. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is 3. Yeah.
Because 3 is the 3 skinny. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 4 is the 3 fat, or something like that.
And then 5. I get this hilarious nose laughing.
Okay, so you had an interesting way of approaching this. I do not use. I think you do switch off. You switch off homing. I don't like using homing on this thing. I have a very, very reliable way of fighting this boss, and that what I do is I just kill the 2 inner turrets on the wings, like not the 2 in the middle, but the there's 4 of them. I kill the number 2 and number 3, and that just makes the whole fight just very easy. But you just completely melt it with both gold and bad anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yes. So my rank is so low, I don't even have to
it doesn't even matter. It just dies.
I don't even have to play that section.
I have to go all the way to one wall and then cut through in the small gap, which is why I like taking out those inner turrets, because it just makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, you just doesn't even matter. You probably could have kept your homing there too. And same deal with, you got the lightning for the first one. That's pretty good. That's free. Then
what I try to do is leave one of the outside turrets, and if I'm not going to catch the transition. And so I got the timing perfectly. So I got a pretty nice center.
A little brave right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you see that, you don't want to dodge that one. You just get that one out of here. Okay, you also made you do something that I went out of my way to not do. I do not kill these little things right here, because I can see you like, oh yeah. If you let those go, you can't get homing for stage 6 in the beginning. I just got to the point where I don't even attack them.
I call the way that I handled the center turret on Slayer made me so sad. I kind of lost focus for a brief second, and normally what I do is I actually leave the center spinning turret alive because I find it easier to dodge than the spread pattern with
I see.
Bat. I accidentally killed it, so and I was just pulling up way too close, and I hadn't pre-positioned. And then you saw I almost went for the macro. And I was like,
but you weren't in position for that. Also, if you just a small scoring tip, if you bomb, like you'll notice when it blows up here in a second.
Oh, the shrapnel.
Yeah, the shrapnel that comes out. You can get a pretty good chunk of points by bombing right there.
It's the shrapnel here, and then the shrapnel from the exploding glow squid.
King Crimson or whatever.
Stage 7. Yeah.
And still got level 3?
Yeah, I don't bump it up to 12 here because I only had 2 buttons set for auto fire, and it was 10 and 15.
Okay,
so.
12 is just kind of it's not necessary, especially for Bat. Bat doesn't need it.
But I have a nice Blackheart fight here.
That happens to the end of that.
I should have turned to straight to get a bit of extra damage, but little bits.
It's
odds and ends.
It's fine. It's not a huge. That's just low rank. This one's got some. Yeah, and that always moves towards the median of the screen. And that was dangerous. I don't like dodging the winder that far down.
No, I should have moved.
It'll whip you. But you did.
Once I was in position. And then this one is a freebie.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of just done with the boss.
Yeah, I thought so, because that would have killed you. But if you had stayed at the bottom, you would have killed it before it made it to the side.
And then I was like, all right. And I
yeah, I was wondering, because it was like it was nearly dead. But I guess I was figured you're like, okay, you're getting sketched out. You need to get out of here.
Yeah. I was just like looking at. I saw the 10% going into stage 6, and I was like, let's start stage 6. So I did set up my homing properly on Slayer.
Yep.
So I get a nice stage 6 start here. This section, it's honestly not too bad because you can cut up pretty high on the screen.
Yeah, and it's mainly just tapping, so it's not much to it. Meddling. This is usually
the run before this. I meddled through this whole section.
There you go. Okay, so now you're shot level 4. This is honestly where you should have been for the great majority of the game. That's actually really funny. Like you lost out on quite a bit of damage, but apparently didn't matter that much. But no, this is I don't know that I've ever meddled past here. This is usually where if I'm meddling, this is where it dies. It's really, really hard to keep it going past the wall. But yeah, you got your homing, got your shot.
You get a nice little breather section leading in. I think it's so kind that they give you these 2 like golden biplanes instead of like anything harder. It's so nice of them. And I made the decision here. I was like, I'm bombing the wall. I'm not gonna fight the wall.
Always bomb the wall if you can. Okay, so now you're at shot level 5, finally. Yeah, I feel like you should have moved up a little bit more with those bombs, just to get those back turrets. Now, if you ever did you watch Salty's replay? He man modes the wall, and it's terrifying.
I've done it out of necessity, but like
I don't know that I've ever successfully just dodged the wall once.
And then I preemptively set up a 5 here.
Oh yeah,
just in case I die.
That's a good place. That's a good place to get one. Okay, that was you were getting a little crowded there. Okay, I was wondering why you bombed, but on looking back, yeah, you were getting crowded out. Okay, so yeah, you go super aggressive on this part as far as like bombing. For me, okay, this is a bomb refill section, but I understand that it is a lot of hard dodging, and especially on the main version where the bullets are harder to see. On the PS4 version, when you got the bright bullets, I'm just like in hog heaven, dodging, slurping up all these bombs. But you were taking no risks here.
I feel I would rather bomb my way through this because Junkie Monkey with bats and homing is free.
Yeah, that is true.
If you've got just enough bombs to get through one tricky section. This
is scary to me because you can just sweep under there and take out those things in like one salvo. If you titch over just a tiny bit, those things are just going to blast you with tiny bullets. That was like that's leaving those alive is very scary to me. I actually have gotten killed by them before. Yeah, so your options just take them out. This is a surprisingly reliable section.
Yeah, it's the second, like, the big tank section, which, I'm so sad. I finally learned how to, like, screen seal it, or
the pixel limit.
But my finger was, like, atrophied on the trigger. Yeah. And I just couldn't stop it. Yeah, this section is brutal in MAME, though. Like, it really is hard.
Yes. Even with the screen sealing, like, I end up bombing just about every time. Like, you got to be really confident and know where it is and, like, be ready to do it. These right here, you would move up to the top of the screen and tap over and leave those alive. But even with screen sealing, it's a sketchy section. Probably the hardest part of the stage. You probably would have been fine there.
I noticed that the second one is still alive, so I spend the extra bomb and use it to cut back into the empty screen space.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, though, keeping your homing and keeping your shot power, probably worth it just to use bombs. But yeah, I like having a big fat stack at this point. But I also use a lot of bombs on blind.
I love this little thing where you can homing, but never screen seal them still.
Yeah, and you can set up homing there too, which I think.
Yeah, but I left too many, and I didn't do the math right. I do like my Junkie Monkey.
Yeah, you had it. Nice. I always end up having to use a couple bombs. You just melt it, take it down. Yeah, I switch
use
to
a bomb on this first section. Yep, this is where I kicked to 15, which is a tactic I picked up like 2 days ago.
I always end up bombing the second phase too, but I guess it's not necessary. And see, I like you don't get the like the ultra fast like crazy wave. I don't that is the attack that scares me. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like that wave that they're doing, but just a blast.
It goes and it sprays them out. Yeah.
See, I feel like I guess because I'm usually playing at way higher rank, you have a low rank here that it comes out quicker. But yeah, I mean, you got low rank and 3 lives, so you're sitting pretty. No bombs is a little bit sketch, but.
I'll get someone when I die.
This is
I love Junkie Monkey.
Yeah, this part's a lot of fun. Not fun.
And he
on
dies
ships
so fast. That's like the fastest I've ever killed his third phase.
A very stressful section. This whole short stage is just a nerve check.
I'm sad because spoiler, I do end up dying on the preemptive part, and it's not even on some like I had gotten past the hard bits.
That right there was you got lucky. Yeah, that
smooshed.
That was. I saw that when it happened. But we take those.
That's for every time I got squished by Blackheart. All right.
Such a ridiculous vehicle.
Like, it's going so good. I'm in control of the situation. I
Ooh.
manually cut back into that.
Let's see
that
that
was
again.
so avoidable.
Let's see.
Look at that gap.
Oh yeah, see, I've done that
And
so many times. It's so easy
and
to do.
That's the byproduct of having non-normalized diagonals, and and I lose my shot power.
Yeah.
Of being non-normalized diagonals and defaulting to that as your dodge speed option.
See, I played so much
Because I went
Garegga that
diagonal.
I anytime I don't have non-normalized diagonals, or if I have normalized diagonals, it just feels slow to me. I love the non-normal. I've gotten where I live in them. Okay, I will say, having only shot level 4 rather than 5 probably worked in your favor for Blackheart. I'll show you when we get to it. You also were a little bit brave on these mini Blackhearts. I do not like sitting under them. I always go to manual mode and then shoot them from the side with my options.
Mm-hmm. I've seen people do that, and
because like this one right here, or one of these right here, starts shooting at you. This last one. Yeah, see, like if it had started shooting from the right side, you would have been dead. Like that one. If that one before this one had shot from that one, you would have died right there. That's a little sketchy.
So, okay, quick aside, because you got to talk about Blackheart too. I checked, at least in MAME, from this most recent iteration, I put 77 unique credits into Garegga. And so that's not counting save states. That is from machine start. 77. I've probably killed Blackheart 2 15 times. And I've only beat the game once. I think I could do a small thesis statement on this boss, but
dude,
like
this is the greatest boss in shmups. I stand by that.
The things that you are tested on, it's like a quiz from various parts of the book. It's never the full book, but you need to have the whole book on deck, you know, unless the fight goes long. But I got some real bullshit Blackhearts. Like some real stinkers. I've gotten squished, I've gotten windered off the screen, I've gotten the double FU pattern. I've gotten every
Blackheart sitting
way.
Half off the top of the screen, invincible.
Mm-hmm. I had the Blackheart fight where he was up there for almost like 45 seconds, and he was still at like 200 health. I've had it all. So in the end, I had what I would consider to be a very, very nice Blackheart 2, where I got double mines at the beginning.
You got a couple of tough patterns.
Yeah, I got the reflect, but I had enough bombs to get through the tough patterns. The only thing was I did a really nice section of dodging straight into kind of a mispositioned winder, but I did get one proper winder dodge, and I'm happy about that.
Yep. Okay. Here, this is. You gotta be careful with those mines because you'll notice. Let's see. Even though you have your shots and all of these shots, you'll notice one of these mines. Watch how far down it explodes. Like that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. See, you have to be very careful about moving back and forth. I try not to move back and forth at all during the mines because they will sneak through your shots. I have had that happen. It's rare, but it can happen. Okay, now what I was saying about shot level 3. Blackheart has a very weird hitbox, and it is very, very narrow, and it's kind of long. So this is extremely noticeable, especially for playing using Baron, Flying Baron, that if you are using the highest level power for Flying Baron, you do very, very little damage to Blackheart because it's a double wide shot.
Oh, and you do the double on on Golden Bat. Oh, okay.
So on rank 4, you would have a set of 4 shots. So you would, if you'll notice, like I don't know if you remember when I was doing some demonstrations for Blackheart in the Garegga channel. Anytime I'm fighting Blackheart, I'm having to consciously offset where I'm sitting behind him to make sure that I'm getting full damage. You don't have to worry about that whenever you're using shot 3 because it's just one big narrow line of bullets correctly. Now, for Glow Squid, it's not near as helpful, but for Blackheart, you'll notice whenever it stops that you are just absolutely draining the health off of it.
This is the first time I've gotten the reflector in so many fights. So many. He hasn't given that to me in so long.
It doesn't happen.
Oh my god, thank you.
But
thank you so much.
Okay, but notice from when it stops, it has 260 health. Now, because it's sitting still and doing the dive and the reflector, it went from 260 when this attack ends, 146. Wow, Now, this is a very nasty pattern. That's actually one of the worst, if not for phase 2. You actually skipped the phase transition, the little pitch bullets.
The bounce around.
Yeah.
And I noticed, and I got up for the winder.
Ooh, yeah, classic. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. This is a really hard pattern to dodge. I have a very hard time dodging it. Oh, but then you just got screwed. There was honestly, I don't know that there's anything you could have done there.
I technically had one bomb fragment. I could have.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I could have tried to skip a lane.
That would have been my only option. Because otherwise you would have had to right here. You would have had to
cut
move
inward.
Up. Yeah, cut up and inward, and then get in position. No, it wouldn't have happened. There's no way. So you were basically screwed there. And then 2 of your options smitten, but you did manage to grab your power at least. So you do have power level 3. Extra life. You got 1 on the way. Those bullets. I have died in this section before.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely have.
Okay, 2 options. That's all right. Okay, I would have suggested, had I watched one of your early replays, to I know that there's a lot of nerves, but this first section is kind of free whenever you practice it a lot. This right here is just a little bit of tapping. There's not much to it. This right here, there's a very specific way that you can dodge this pattern, and it's 100% consistent free every time. You basically just whip between, it's like the jump rope. You dodge out of one rope and then back in as soon as it crosses, and it's extremely easy and reliable. But you are all the way on the side of the screen there, so that makes it a lot harder. This one, what you do, the way I approach this is whenever that one's done, whenever I see this pattern's done, just stop. Just stop right here. And then if you just tap, you will never, ever be hit by that pattern.
Yeah, and I was just a little bit off here.
Yeah,
I'm so sad with myself that I actually, because I'm pretty confident in this. And this, I get
See, you do that right there. You can do that.
But then I'm way off.
Yeah, you went farther out. If you stay in the middle, it's very, very easy. And then that sets you up for this pattern. So it's super, super consistent. But
and then I just overtap here.
It's easy to say that, but on your first clear, oh god, your option on your first clear, nerves are going crazy. You don't know what's happening. All right, but with some practice, Glow Squid is so much more reliable and easy than Blackheart 2 for stuff like that. All right, now what is not always reliable is what Glow Squid gives you. This is pretty bad. Not the worst, but I hate how the missiles are offset. So that's a pretty not the worst, but it's not great.
My least favorite is the spread.
And the one where bombs here.
Yeah, I got flash bombs. My least favorite is the widespread and then laser. That combo. Yeah,
lightning plus lightning in combination with the other ones. Lightning plus bomb is really bad because it's very, very delayed. This was a really bad one because it's so weird how to you were cutting it close, but I don't know what the hitbox is.
I'll tell you, I watched Kamui clear 2 days ago and saw how close she cuts it to these guys. Yeah, so then I booted up a save state and I just started trying to kill myself on these things.
Yeah, I guess the actual hitbox is just a small circle in the middle. I never checked myself, so
you can really cut it close, and if you're moving away from it, I think it expands from the center.
Okay. So that makes sense.
So if you're moving away from it, you'll notice. Yeah, there's one that I'm so close to.
Yeah, I notice it.
I just move out of it.
And then you get destructible, which is just a blessing.
And then I dodged that little guy right here. That was close.
Ooh, yeah, that was cool. That was.
And then I was trying to think. I was like, am I going to cut my way in? Did you see? Run that section back again. Did you see how close I got to both the flash bomb and the destructible here?
God, so you nearly died there. Oh god.
Yeah. Look how close I am to everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're using every bit of screen. That's one thing you can't complain about in this game is the hitboxes. And double destructible. Oh, but you don't even really get to enjoy it too much.
No.
See,
no.
that's a weird feeling. Like if you're doing that, like you're just struggling and you're struggling and you're struggling, and you spent so much time and you want to fight, and then they just roll up, and like Blackheart does nothing but mines and reflects, and then you get to Glow Squid and you get double destructible, and the game just kind of ends. And like I don't feel like I like this doesn't feel right. I'll take it.
I did get enough. I got enough spice because I got at least one winder dodge.
Oh no,
and I did get
you got
nasty Glow Squid one.
You didn't even really get the full double destructible. So okay, so you remember what you said earlier about? See, I guess you were using your space. Is you had your option set on the left side where Glow Squid's on the right, and that could have definitely. Okay, you got your second option. It's not a big deal. Okay, what was? I guess to walk me through this section. We'll start it over. Okay, first of all, had you made it to Glow Squid 2 before?
Never. This is my first.
So this was your first Glow Squid 2. Wow. Okay.
My Glow Squid 2 plan is if I still have 4 options, I hide in the corner and put my options on rolling.
Okay, so yeah, you do the
and I just wiggle them.
The corner the corner wiggle strat. Okay.
But I have shot level 4, and 3. I have one option. Or no, this is 4.
Oh yeah, this is 4. You're right.
I have shot level 4. I have one option. I have to pick option 2, which is engage with him enough until I can restock.
Yeah.
So I hide over on the right, wait for Steel to go by. This is a free dodge, those.
Yeah.
And then I try to make sure that when he's emitting the missiles, the silver missiles, I try to make sure that my shots are on top of him because you get more drops.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And then I'm doubled up now. So I'm doing another rotation, trying to get powered up if possible. You do another rotation, I get another.
Ooh, yeah, that's scary. Whenever that happens, that's how you die in this fight. Is it just gets right there on top of you and just drops up.
So I'm back at 4 options. I go back over to the side here. What I should have started. No, I'm only at 3. Sorry.
Yeah, you only have 3.
I'm at 3 options. I should have gone and started my coward strat.
Yeah, you can't. That's too much brain power.
I noticed because pause. I'm not looking at the bottom of the screen. I don't know how much bombs I have here. But I can see up towards the top of the screen, and I saw that a big weapon was coming. And for some reason, I was like, okay, I can get that and be even closer to, like, more damage. Like, I'm putting out more damage.
Were you cognizant that you had an extra life at this point?
Probably softly. But I had the only thing that I can see at this point is from my peripheral that I've got, like, what items are coming, because that's what I've practiced doing, where when I practice my Glow Squid save state has no lives and no extends incoming, and I just practiced and only 2 options going into it. So I practice kind of like restocking. And so I corner my eye, I see big shot power. I was like, okay, that's gonna help. And as I start going up, I see the 2 missiles coming in from behind me here. So I do a little loop-de-loop and shoot them out too.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, grab your thing. And let me tell you, when you're in this fight, it feels like an eternity. Like, it just feels like it's never going to end. And it's just, see, right as it's starting to get in the corner and crowd you out, pops it. And
I position myself in the middle of the screen. And
how big was the pop off?
Okay, but this is what's weird. This has been such a long time coming now. If you think of like when I first like failed at the game altogether, that I had a bigger pop off reaching or beating stage 5 for the first time than I did when I 1cc this game. When I beat stage 5 for the first time, I knew I could beat the game because I had like gotten further. And then when I beat Junkie Monkey for the first time, I popped off super hard. And then when I beat Blackheart 2 for the first time, I popped off. When I beat this game though, because the time between my first Blackheart kill or my first Blackheart 2 kill and this run was like 3 weeks. I've been in the kill zone for like 3 weeks now of just attempts and occasionally doing practice and attempts and then doing some learning and attempts. So this day that I was doing this run, I had to hit like the calm, of like it's just another day of runs. I need to be in it. I need to be with it. And Octane had been there for the first run where I had the insane metal chain that carried into like deep stage 6, started stage 7 or something like that. And then he dropped off, and then Skosh hopped in and was like, hey, your runs are looking good. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then I did that stage 6, and I did a little bit of glow squid practice, and Skosh messaged me and he's like, dude, you're ready to clear. And I was like, I made some lemonade. And so I was getting to clear, and the run, I mean, like, yeah, there was, in retrospect, there was maybe a few snug moments, but this was an insanely smooth run.
Yeah, I mean, clearing with a life to spare, 7.3 mil.
Yeah, this was an unbelievably clean run.
Had you not messed up that one metal chain, I mean, you could have been 7.5, 7.8 mil. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. But so you don't know what rank would have done had you, or where your focus would have been.
Yeah, true, right? And there's you've got like the mental RAM that you need to spend on this game at any given moment. But yeah, so I got the clear, and I typed like OMG into the Twitch chat, and then I was like, thanks for showing up, GG. And then I closed it out. I changed my name on the Discord back from Battle Garegga, and then I recorded the run. And I wasn't feeling too like hyped, too crazy about it or anything like that. And I don't know. I think it's because I had to like force the supreme calm, and because I've kind of like I've had a really good mindset about this. I mean, like I've been like, oh man, that sucked. But yeah. I haven't been like fuck this game at any given point. I've just been having fun with it, and like clearing it is fantastic. I feel like I've done something really cool, and like it was a great run, and it's something that I've wanted to do for time. But the journey itself was so much more than the clear.
That's why, to me, this was the first game where no, actually, it's not true. It's because of that. That's why I went through and wanted to clear with all the other ships, because it's always like you feel like something different's happening. You're learning more. You're taking what you know and applying it in different ways. It's always so interesting to play the game. Always something to improve or something to change or something.
And like, yeah, and so it wasn't until this morning when I recorded the run, instantly uploaded it. I was like, if I die today, I need this to be on the internet. And then this morning I was like, okay, I need to go back through. I need to get a higher quality recording of it. I need X, Y, and Z. And watching it back, like, I think I did get a lot more hype watching it again. Like, I started to feel my heartbeat. I was like, oh man, this is good. But watching a run like this back when there's so much history, like stage 1, seeing how smooth you do a stage 1, stage 2, seeing how you metal stage 2, stage 3, seeing how you get the stage extend, stage 4, seeing how you like exploit the stage for everything based. Man, what a dodge. Yeah. Stage 5, seeing how you set up homing properly for the first time and take down the boss gauntlet. And take down Blackheart. Stage 6, getting through the gauntlet, beating Junkie Monkey. Like all of those, like watching them in sequence, like I felt all of the time that was attached to it, and then I finally started to get excited about it. So it wasn't until today. It was a huge delay in like how excited I was for the whole situation. And yeah, I mean, like, in retrospect, the game, it's a hard game. Yes. It's harder than the sum of its parts, because like you'll attach things to it. You'll attach like bits of yourself to it, where you're like, oh man, what a catch. Oh my God, I'm crazy. Yeah. But you'll attach things to it, like extra difficulty that isn't actually there, or you'll have a run that was really crappy, and that run will carry with you into the next run, which is its own completely blank slate. And yeah, it's Garegga. It's its own thing. It's crazy. It's crazy being on the other side of it, and I can see myself coming back someday. But now I feel like I can actually play Rising's catalog. Like, this was a hard stop for me.
Like, Honestly, I feel like I kind of agree as far as the difficulty goes. There's such a knowledge requirement, and it's such a deep game. But I honestly feel like getting an advanced clear in Batrider is actually harder than getting a full clear. For me, anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not as it's a lot more strict and a lot more kind of like. There's a lot less you can do to manipulate the game in your favor. That's the thing about this one is there's so many things that you can tweak and so many things you can push in your favor in this game. Batrider's a little bit more straightforward. That and you have less livestock.
Yeah, that'll do it. You can, I mean, yeah, even just like watching this back right now, like as much as I could enumerate a lot of my decisions here, there's like. Garegga has its own kind of like muscle, you know, and its own series of decisions that you can kind of pull off on the fly, and like it's like a judo shmup. Man, I can't believe I just left that behind now in hindsight. It's like a judo shmup though. Like everything the game throws at you, you throw back at it, or everything it takes away from you, you also gain something from it in some way. Except, you know, leaving behind full shot powers, apparently. But like, yeah,
I've seen people that play
it's a great game.
Super low rank and get just a couple of extends, and then like how I do. Like I think my Blackheart run, I had 4, maybe 5 lives going into stage 6, still barely cleared.
Mm-hmm. You had a much longer fight though, you know.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, you can. But this is everything that I wanted from the run. I didn't want to do pure low rank like I saw Fufu Chicken, super low rank run. I didn't want to do that. Not that there's anything against that. Like that's a skill in its own right. But like I did want to have some score on the far side.
Yeah, that requires a different kind of patience too. Like that makes me playing like that like stresses me out. Like I gotta shoot things.
Yeah. So I think. How did I do on the audit? Do I owe any back taxes?
We got a couple of opportunities for improvement, but okay. no major non-conformances.
Okay, I'll take it.
A couple of minors, but yeah.
And just like a big thanks to like, yeah, it's cool that there's a lot of people. Everybody who likes Garegga will just like talk, like you, like we'll just talk about it ad nauseum because now that I've done it, you know, it's not that I'm like I'm not an authority on it or anything. But like now that I've done it, if somebody was like, oh man, I'm playing Garegga and I can't get my head around like, oof, nice catch. I can't get my head around like how to get this stage extend in stage 3. I'm playing on MAME, and I'd be like, oh, I've got a good system for that. And like, it's the same. I feel like for anybody who's played cleared Garegga, like you haven't gone through and like had to make all those mistakes or ask around and everything. Like you just want to pass along the knowledge. It's like, it's so cool. It's so unique on its own, right? Yagawa.
Yep.
You got it.
And you'll find that it's actually, for as well known as it is, really not that popular of a game.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game that you have to. It chooses you. Don't choose this game.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like it's very easy to bounce off of.
I'm glad I finally got back around to it. Like oh my god, it's so sad. You just have to have a good mindset about it. Like you can't think you're gonna beat it. You just have to play it.
Yep. I think that says it all.
Well, thanks for the audit.
Yep. Any final words?
Play Battle Garegga, and ask for help.
Yeah, if you have a PS4 or access to playing the PS4 version, I would highly recommend that. It's got, you can change the bullet colors.
I wish I could play it with the arranged soundtrack. That would be cool.
Yeah, the arranged soundtrack. It's got the original. It's got a revamped version, and then 2 remixes.
Man.
It's got premium mode, which is a lot of fun. But if not, you know, play it on MAME. Get this overlay and just treat each run like practice. Just always trying to learn something new. Don't focus on beating the game. Focus on advancing a little tiny bit every time you play. Learning something new.
The real question is what's next, though.
Ooh, that is a good question. What are next?
Well, because after Mars Matrix, I was like, I think I'm gonna try Wraith Force or like something like that, and then I got hooked on Garegga, obviously. So I know I could be right now. I could be like, oh, I want to do like Ketsui, and then I'm gonna do like I don't know, like Raiden DX, and I don't know.
Hey,
how
Raiden
keen I am
Fighters.
to do like a. That's true. I have the actual physical cab nearby. I'm not too keen on doing a straight bullet hell right now, especially coming out of this. Like, there's different, like, there's bullet helly moments, but
No, this
That's
is
one for the ages.
this is a Denmaku, like through and through.
But yeah, I don't know how keen I am on
Hey, Mamoru-kun
doing
just
bullet
came out.
hell
If you
right
want
now.
something totally different.
Is that the kind of like run and gunny?
Yes, it's
Okay.
It's G-Rev. What's his face? The dude that did Eschatos soundtrack. Does the soundtrack for that one. Very
Okay,
solid
I'm
game.
not gonna say-
I enjoy it a
okay.
lot. It's yeah, you do have to move, but it's a shmup. It's a shmup at heart, through and through.
Yeah.
Very good
I
game.
think it'll be. It might be time for me to play a few tactical RPGs and then
Ooh.
wait to see whatever.
FFT remake
mine.
comes out like today.
Oh man, maybe, but yeah, you'll know when the time comes. My name will change on Discord and it'll be a whole new
Yeah,
process.
you've earned a vacation, a shmupcation.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, this has been another chat time about Battle Garegga with myself, Chinopolis, and Germ. No longer Battle Germega, just Germ.
Just Germ.
Until
Good to
next
be
time.
back. Yeah.
Play
see ya.
some shmups. Yeah.